We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank
you. Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy. And welcome to These Unprecedented Gays. I'm Paul. And I'm Joe. What was that?
My name is Joe. Yeah. I mean, I was just letting... I can't hear it.
I know. God. I have a lot.
No, you are the perfect amount. Oh my God. Do you remember that commercial about cigarettes where it's like the magical amount? It's not enough to kill you, but it's just enough to hurt.
No.
That just made me think about it.
But that sounds like a gay porn.
Yeah. No, because you were like, I'm enough, or whatever you just said. I don't remember. My brain's not working. But they had this commercial, and it was like, this like, what are those things? Like, not a slogan. What are the like...
Tagline?
What are the songs that like...
Like a jingle?
Yes. Where it's like, It's a magical amount. It's not enough to kill you. A magical amount. But just enough to hurt for cigarettes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's a good one for like penises.
Yeah, just enough to hurt you.
Yeah. Because like you have a line of like penises, like, you know, and then it just goes down the line as that.
Like, what are those called? When you, oh my God, what are they called when you identify a criminal?
Oh, a lineup.
There we go.
Yeah.
I mean,
like I was just saying.
Yeah.
So everybody, welcome to These Unprecedented Gays. I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe, if you didn't hear when we were singing it to you with our magical voices.
It's our music episode.
It is.
But tell me, how was your week?
So actually a lot happened this week. I acquired a KitchenAid. And so now I'm becoming like a whatever they do, whatever KitchenAid.
You're a chef now.
Yeah. Well, so okay,
you can make your own cookies.
Well, no.
Oh, okay,
that's effort. So I got it through work because we have this recognition program, but it came on at like 6:00, and I was expecting it to come earlier, like at 5.
Oh, aren't we all, girl? We're
I know.
Always hoping it's
because I was like, I can make some pizza dough and then it'll be ready, and no. So anyway, fast forward, I was like, well, I don't have my pizza dough, whatever. It comes, whatever, right? And then I was like, this is fine. I have a pizza stone. I'm going to cook it in the oven. I made the dough. I let it sit. It cold fermented. I was really happy. But then the pizza stone, like, it didn't work well. And I was like, crap. So then I was like, well, the only way to logically make good pizza is to have a grill. Like not a charcoal grill, like a gas grill. Right. And I was like, well, that's fine. I'll get a grill. And I could use like the hot heat, and I'll have the pizza stone and everything.
Right.
Great story, right? Cool. I burnt 4 pizzas on the grill.
4?
Well, I made 1 batch of dough.
Okay.
And this is the best part about it. It's flour, water, yeast, and olive oil.
Yeah.
So it's not costing me anything. Flour's like $3 for a sack.
Okay.
Right? It's a $3 sack. Mine's priceless. But so I had 4 dough balls, and I just didn't know how to regulate the temperature, and that was a learning experience. But I've learned since, and now it's coming out much better.
Okay, do you put anything down on the pizza stone before you put the pizza on it?
So, no. So I did at first. It was a bunch of flour, and that's, I think, what happened. What happened was that it was too much flour. And then it was like, I need cornmeal. And then it was like, no, because that'll burn. And then like, I need semolina flour. And then it was like, okay, smartphone doesn't have that. But then I remembered with my memory that I have of this stint when I was a pizza boy, in
At
18.
the bar.
No, I was a pizza delivery boy and I worked at a pizza place.
It's like not the shop boy, but the pizza boy.
Oh, no. Hey, when we can go back out, can we please start that? Like, I would gladly. Hey,
I would
you
be
want
totally
a
at
slice?
Flex and be like, no, get the hell out of my way, shop boy. Pizza boy, come here.
Oh my god! Give me some breadsticks. Give me some stuffed crust. Give me some flatbread. Give me some everything.
Yeah.
And then we have a wing boy too. Ooh, we should start something.
Yeah, we could.
Well, gay people don't eat, so you know they gotta do their like body stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, but that's been my week. I've been making a lot of dough, not money, and using my grill to grill stuff. And I think I'm the only person in my complex that actually uses their grill, even though there's like 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
So people just leave it out in front of their apartment or something?
Oh yeah.
Or?
No, I haven't seen. I've been there. What, September, October, November, December, however many months that is. 4 months, and no one has grilled.
Oh,
I know, and I've been grilling every day. I'm just like, whoa, look at me, I'm grilling.
Look at me, I'm grilling.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm grilling.
Yeah, that one.
And your neighbors are like, shut up.
Well, it's mostly like getting out, turning the thing on, and then closing it, and then going back in and making sure my dog isn't crazy because he wants to come out and see what's going on. So,
Let the dog
so
go
that's
out and
my
see what's
week.
going on.
Well, I don't know where he would go.
Oh.
I could let him out.
Put him on a leash.
Oh, that works.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
To monitor him.
He just wants to be near you, and he just wants to know what's going on.
Yeah, like Whitney
He's
Houston
a
said, he
puppy.
wants to run to me.
Yes.
Oh, I could have
see?
used that song. Anyway, how was your week?
It was fine. We went out to eat one night with a friend, and we're driving down the road through a construction area, and my windshield got hit by a rock. So now there's a big old crack in it.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm like, really? Like, I had my other car for like 10 years and not a single issue.
Ugh.
This one I have 4 months. Boom.
You should take it back.
This one's broken. I need a new one.
I didn't see. I think I missed this when we did our walkthrough of the car.
Exactly. What is this?
This isn't how I bought it. What is this? This
Do
just
you have pictures of when I bought it, sir?
Hey, you should try it.
I should.
I think that would stand up at a court of law. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Not either.
Can you get it fixed with your insurance, though?
I think I can.
Okay.
I'm just waiting to see. I'm still waiting to hear back from the dealership to see if they'll take care of it. Because if it's covered with like all the extra shit I bought, that Andy got mad at me for saying, "Oh yeah, I'll take that insurance." And that
like
insurance.
the extended warranty or whatever. They get you. So they get you on those things. It's a business. Well, and I learned, so my car, I like returned because there was a lemon loss or whatever. Like it was a dud. And then the lawyer who we actually know, we know the guy, what am I trying to say? We know the lawyer's friend. He's a mutual friend of ours.
Okay.
He's a listener of the program, Chris. And
yeah.
So the lemon law, basically, I was told basically that people get sold these insurance things, and that's how they make their money. And you can go on like online and get an aftermarket thing, and it's much cheaper.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, oh, well, okay, cool. So y'all, if you have an extended warranty, find it elsewhere.
I'm gay, so I don't know how to buy a car.
Oh, me too. I was like, oh, is there any negotiation? No, okay, fine. I'll take the sticker price. We're fine. Thank you.
I'm the worst because like I go there and I'm like, I already know what I want. Mm-hmm. I don't want to haggle. I just want you to give me the best price, and I want to be out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be here for 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Because I will get hangry, and then I will Hulk out.
It shouldn't take too much because they already, like, you know your credit score. They're not going to be like, oh, it's basically how much of your interest, and that's it. They're not going to knock off that much off of the number. That's it.
And guess what? While I sit here, I'm losing interest. Yeah.
Preach. Amen. 100%. Work. There we go.
Let's get into it because it's our music episode. So what we're doing is
the children,
for all the children out there, we're going to teach you children.
They are the future.
We decided we were going to talk about songs that have a meaning or a memory or something attached to it for us. And then what we'll do is I'll put together a playlist of those songs on Spotify at tugayspod.
Ooh, yeah.
On Spotify. Check us out.
Ooh, check it out.
After you listen to the episode, you can listen to some of our playlists.
I don't have playlists, so it's all Paul.
I love making playlists. I make playlists. But Andy will tell you, he's like, it's the same songs in different order,
Oh,
but he just
no.
names it differently. And I'm like, that is not true.
You feel very attacked right now.
I do. I'm like, why are you attacking me right now?
Hey,
why
that's
are you doing
okay.
this?
That's okay. Hey, all a playlist is a collection of songs.
Yeah.
So it's a new playlist. That's all that matters.
It's funny. I had my phone in my hand because that's where I have my notes, and but the speaker, the microphone, I accidentally hit it, and I was laughing, so it just said ha 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 as a speech to text.
I hate. Oh my gosh, go ahead.
It would have been better if it was just like howling.
Oh yeah, gay gasps. I use Siri to do like reminders, and sometimes it'll be like across the room, and I'll be like, I'm not gonna do it because it'll activate it, but I'll be like, hey girl, right? The girl's name is Siri. I'm like, remind me to get like, I don't know, bread, and then it'll remind, and it'll just say get. And I'm like, get what?
Get it.
I get it, but like, I'm like, that does not help me. Oh my god, hold on, there was one. It was really funny. I'll have to think about it, but it was
okay.
Like,
I want to be able to like talk to Siri that way. I'd be like, "Hey Siri."
I think
like,
you can recognize the
Brittany.
voice. Oh, did you watch the documentary?
I have not yet, but I keep reading about it and stuff, so I need to watch it.
Do it.
But like, people are like dragging Justin Timberlake, and I'm all for that.
Oh yeah, me too.
Now that I've actually seen like a timeline of what he's done and stuff like that, he owes it to Janet and Britney.
Yeah, I didn't know
his
what's
career
the Janet thing.
Janet at the Super Bowl.
I know that he did that, but was that not?
He had nothing happened to him. His career took off.
Oh yeah,
and
she did not. Yep.
like got blacklisted.
Well, and it's interesting to see how they treat people. I mean, I'm saying back in the day, this was 15, 14 years ago, right? 2008 was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Mental health, it was like you were a social pariah if you were going through something. And like, I saw something about Taylor Swift, and it was like 15 times the media like screwed over Taylor Swift. And it was like, wow, like these are human beings.
Right.
So.
Right. And you would never see like a mom have control of a conservatorship. Is that what it's called?
Conservatorship.
Yes. Would never have control of that if it was a male artist.
Yep.
So it's like there's very much a double standard.
Yeah.
But with that being said,
let's get into it. Do you want to work this? Speaking of Brittany,
you want to go first?
Circus? Yes, I will go first. So, let me scroll through my list. So my first song is "Last Friday Night" by Katy Perry, and I know that there's a remix, and I like both. But
because Missy's on it, and I love Missy.
We do, yes, because you want to sleep with her.
I do.
Right? That was your one.
Yeah.
What are those called? What is it called? Your get out of free jail card.
One of my hall passes.
Hall passes. Yeah.
Yes.
Mine was Jake Gyllenhaal. That's it. Jake, if you're listening, I'm available. So yeah, Last Friday Night by Katy Perry, because I think that song came out in like 2010. I don't know the time frame, but it always brings me back to. It was one summer, and I was living in Riverside. I was still in college, and I was living with my roommates. There were 4 of us, and then my roommate Nick's friend Christella actually was going to school at UCSD. So I went to UC Riverside. She was in UC San Diego, and then she ended up going to fashion school in LA. Mm-hmm. So she kind of lived with us for a little bit, and then was our like not our surrogate roommate, or like pseudo roommate. She was a roommate. She lived with us. And we all did everything together. So we would go to Disneyland, we would party, and I had just come out at that point. So we would go to the like gay clubs, and this song was perfect because it's like, last Friday night I took too many shots. Like I don't think, whatever the lyric is, like I forgot, like woke up with a hangover or something. I should know the lyrics if this is my favorite songs, but it always brings me back to that summer. And even if I listen to it now, I'll always think of Christella and my roommates in that one summer, because it's just like nostalgic. And so I'm just like, I like that song.
Oh.
And it has, the music video is funny too, because it has Rebecca Black in it.
Like it's on Friday.
That was one
YouTube
of my not songs. She released a new song recently, Rebecca Black did.
She was on America's Got Talent, or she was on something where she tried out she did an audition. I think it was America's Got Talent.
Did she get it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But anyway, so.
Oh, Rebecca.
I know, Rebecca. Oh, so sorry, girl.
Yeah, but not.
Not really. So my first one is, this is going to be a really weird one, but it's I'm Gonna Get You by Bizarre Inc.
What is that?
It's
You're gonna get me what? You're gonna get me really money? Big. I'm gonna get you a gift?
It was like really big in the late 90s, early 2000s, I think it was. I was working at Universal, and I had just moved out of my house. I was living with a bunch of friends in Metro West, which is an area in Orlando.
Is it Metropolitan? Like west of the Metropolitan?
I wish. No. And so we had gone out one day, and I was at like Sam Goody or Camelot Music or something, and I went and bought the cassette single.
Okay.
And I was like, I went home with one of my roommates, and we just like listened to that the whole time we were like driving home. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this. And I remember that the other side was Playing with Knives, because that was the other song that they had. So
on the B side or whatever? On
the B side, yes. But it was like a cassette single. So kids, when
tell them what a cassette is.
We had to put music on little cassettes. They were like, cassettes are like tapes. They're like, I don't know if you know what videotapes are and stuff like that, but that's how we would listen. And I would make like mixtapes from the little tapes. So I'm like, cassette single, put that one in there, pause, put another cassette single, and then record it.
You know, that's actually really cool that we could do that back in the day. Like, oh, I'm going to take this music instantly from this like tape. Okay, literally.
But I would also do it from the radio, because like I'd have to be listening to like Y106.7 or BJ 105 and like
BJ.
I know, right? 105. That's what I knew I was gay. That was my favorite station. I didn't know why.
It's one of my favorite restaurants, but like
BJ's because they have Bazooki.
Yeah, but they also have a really good lunch deal where you can get a personal sized pizza and then the salad, I think, for $7.
Okay, BJ's, you could sponsor us.
Gladly. I mean, all kinds of BJs can sponsor us.
but what was I saying?
BJs get us off topic.
But I would do it from the radio.
Yeah.
So I'd have to wait and listen to see if a song. So I would go back and forth between the stations to see if this particular song I was waiting for would come on. And then you always hope that the DJ wouldn't be talking. Yep. Like it would come right after another song. So you're like, oh God, yes. But like if the DJ was talking, like, shut up.
Yeah. You know? And that takes energy and effort. So if you ever make mixtapes for people, they better appreciate it.
Right. I'm like, I want to be very hipstery and like start making mixtapes again for people.
Yeah, right now you just click a Spotify add to playlist.
Yeah.
I don't, but you do.
I do. Yeah. So what's your next one?
So my next one is Slow Hands by Niall Hall.
Niall Horan. I don't know.
How do you? Horan.
That Horan.
I was just where he run to now. Horan. But this is kind of it's a weird memory for me because not weird, whatever. But I was dating this guy 3 years ago, maybe. It was very brief. And we had gone on a couple cute dates. He brought me to Sunset Cliffs during sunset, and it was like really sweet. And I was like, I need to find a cool way of like having a date. And he had never been to Black's Beach. And so I was like, okay, we can go there. I didn't tell him that. So I picked him up, and I think we ended up driving up to La Jolla where Black's Beach is. And everyone listening, Black's Beach is the nude beach. And so it was dark, right? And if you haven't been to Black's Beach, you have to descend down a mountain to get to the actual sand.
You have to want to take your clothes off in public.
Oh, yeah.
To, like, get to this place. Like,
oh, yeah.
You have to be committed.
It is like descending Everest. I think traversing, whatever. Look, it's a workout. It's fine going, like, when you descend or whatever, it's fine. But when you go back up, it's like, you need to stop like 14 times because it's stairs.
Oh, we just go all the way. We just walk all the way down to the to Torrey Pines, and then we just Uber back to our car from there.
Oh, that's smart.
Life hack.
See, but I don't like sand, so I'd rather not be on the sand for that long. So we went, and he didn't know that we were going to Black's Beach, and we had descended, right? And then we get to the ocean or whatever, and we get to the beach, and he's like, what is this? I'm like, it's Black's Beach. And he's like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And so then we get naked and we skinny dip or whatever. And then it's kind of chilly. What?
Whore.
I was like, wait, what did you say? That one took, I watched you talking and my brain didn't register it, but I saw the words and then it's like, everyone's listening is like, wow, that was a long delay. What did you say?
Okay, Alaska.
I see what you're saying, but I don't hear it. So, anyway, we get naked. It's cold, right? And so we had like a little blanket, and I was like freezing
because it was cold.
Yeah, there was definite shrinkage, right? So we had to huddle together for warmth, naked on the sand on this what's it called, a blanket, and I was like all covered in sand, which is not cute. But he then gets his phone and turns on like a shuffle, and the song that comes on is "Slow Hands" by Niall Horan. And it was just very like romantic and like intimate, and like we were making out and did not have sex on the beach. I don't recommend that. But it was like it was like a cool moment. And so every time I hear that song, I think of that point in time when I skinny dipped at Black's Beach and listened to that song. And then sand all over my butthole and crevices everywhere. Yeah. Because that's where sand goes.
Sand in your butthole.
Yeah.
Sand in my butthole.
Your booty is getting exfoliated. Yeah.
It's like razors up there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Do you remember that thing back in the day when they were like, oh, say raise up lights?
No.
Remember that? Say raise up lights?
No.
No, you do it. Say it.
Say raise up lights.
Say raise up lights.
Raise up lights.
It's how Australian people say razor blades.
Raise up lights. Oh my God. I am so sorry to all our Australian listeners.
But I have one more. Okay, say beer can in a British accent.
I don't even know if I can in a British accent. No, I can't do a British accent.
It's like, oh, beer can.
Oh, beer can.
And then say bacon in a Jamaican accent.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Beer can. Okay, that's what I have to give.
Okay. And we appreciate it.
Rise of lights.
So my next one is, okay, so when I was younger, like my mom, when she was in the Philippines, she was a singer. There's actually pictures of her singing in the club.
No way.
Yeah. And
in the club by 50 Cent.
Okay, in the club. Ooh, ooh. But she like really got me into music, and that's where I get my love for it. So one of the first things I did was one of the first groups that I ever fell in love with was Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. And
yes.
My favorite song from there is Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
I will listen to it all the time. If it comes up on the radio, great. If it comes up on my playlist on shuffle, I'll listen to it. It's just one of those songs that is perfect love song, but also just like a piece of like pop perfection, like a song that was written perfectly.
Yes.
And that's everything. So just her name was not Lola, and because my mom sang in a club, and he put her name was Lola.
Oh my God,
she was a showgirl. Oh my God, are we gonna have to pay for that? Because we're not allowed to sing any of these.
Edit it out. I don't think Barry Manilow will care. He's gay now. We're good.
Okay, yeah, thank girl. But yeah, so no, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, one of my favorites. I'll listen to them all the time, all the songs, but Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. I will even listen to any cover of it because I love that song so much.
Did you ever see Jersey Boys?
We did. We actually, it's very funny because we got to see it in London when we were there on the West End.
Oh, with their beer cans.
There's no bacon. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it was so cool to see these people who, I don't know if the actors were British or if they were American or whatever, but to hear them do New Jersey accents when you're in London is actually interesting.
So it wasn't a touring cast?
No, it was like, that was its home location.
Oh.
Because on the West End, it's kind of like Broadway.
Yeah.
So it's like, those are their home locations.
And that's real good acting.
Yeah, I was
Dang.
like, and it was such a great show. And I was like, I love the music. I'm singing along.
Oh, yeah.
People
it's
looking
fun.
back at me like, could you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Like,
And you're like, no.
can't take my eyes off of you.
They're like, please, sir, can you be quiet? And you're like, no.
I'll cut you with these rise of lights.
See, you're gonna tell that to your friends, and you're gonna be so popular.
I was not going to say that to my friends.
Then I'm gonna tell it to your friends, and
they're going to
be
start
so
talking to me.
popular.
Go ahead.
So my next song is September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And it's just one of those feel-good songs. Like, and I think this is the first time in my life that I posted that video on Instagram on my story, because I never was like a story person on Instagram. But it was the 21st of September, and I posted the video of him being like, do you remember? Oh, I can't sing. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Monotone version remix. Pew, 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 pew. But it always reminds me of weddings. And it's just one of those songs that always is played at a wedding. And it reminds me of being young, because my dad listened to like the 60s, 70s, 80s. And it's a fun song. And like, if I'm ever in like a down mood or like not feeling it, I'll listen.
I'm sorry. I like swallowed some water wrong, and now I'm like coughing, and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Everybody, he just took the pillow and coughed into it. Also, very COVID friendly.
I know, right?
Even though like we're vaccinated, but like,
sorry.
but also very proper.
I know.
Claps
right?
to you, golf
Thank
claps.
you.
This princess clap. No, so just it reminds me of weddings. And I really like that song.
It's so funny that you say that, because like at our wedding we had a list of songs that we were not going to play,
Oh no!
like the chicken dance, the cha-cha slide. September was one of them. Because it's just that like cheesy kind of wedding
I eat
song.
it up. Give it to me.
But also, these motherfuckers try to get like all the money they can out of this song, because they put out a Christmas album this last year in 2020, and they changed it to December.
Oh God!
So now it's like,
Are they still alive?
yes, they're still alive. Some of them. And it was like, do you remember the 25th night of December?
Oh God!
Yeah. So
I need to listen to that. Is it the exact same song?
it's the exact same song, except they changed, like they put Christmas in there, and they changed the month to December, and then they changed the day to the 25th instead of the 21st.
Well, good for them.
Get your money, girl.
Yeah.
Like, get that bag, get that bread, do whatever you got to. You know? Okay, so my next one is Don't Walk Away by Jade. And it was like, you know, this R&B song, three girls, very Destiny's Child, very, 3LW, very TLC. But it was always reminds me of when I was working at the Target pharmacy with Sharante and Makia. Hey, girls.
Oh, okay.
They're my girls, though.
Do they listen to the podcast?
Yes, I do, actually.
Oh.
So,
okay. Hey.
holler.
Shout out.
But it was like just one of those fun songs, and and I do the little dance where it's like, you're like, don't walk away.
I don't know the song.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Wait, it might be remixed in some EDM songs.
Probably.
Okay.
But I love it. It's just one
Okay.
of those, it makes me always think of that time, and I always had a great time with those two, because we all had the same kind of personality and same kind of like humor. So it's just great to be around them.
Oh, I love that. I have to listen to I feel like your songs are way more fun, and mine are like not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is a perfect segue. My next song is "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion.
God.
And it's not because like I love the instrumentation of it or whatever. Instrumentals,
Okay.
whatever the word is for the sounds. But when I lived up in the Bay Area back in 2015 to 2016, we would go to the Castro and go to Badlands and dance, right? And we would get our groove on, and it would be really fun. And so I would drive there, and me and my friend Trevor would go on like Friday nights, Saturday nights, and then we would get like right close to the neighborhood in the Castro, and I would blast this song with my windows down, and I would sing it at the top of my lungs. And there was like, I think like a Whole Foods or something, and that's like when I would start turning it on, and I would just like, sometimes people would sing with me. So yeah.
Okay.
So I like it for that reason, just because it's like a fond memory of like driving to like go and get like your groove on at Badlands, and then
Yeah, because nothing says get your groove on like my heart will go on.
I mean, a good power ballad goes far.
So my next one, I actually have a twofer.
Oh.
Okay, because it's basically around the same place.
I love a good BOGO.
Oh, yeah, so do I. Pay less.
Obviously.
So, my twofer is Heat Wave by Martha and the Vandellas.
Ooh, okay.
And Running Back to You by Vanessa Williams.
Okay.
So, Heat Wave was the song that I would always play on the jukebox because I worked at the studio store. And the studio store was the last store, and it was the one right in front at the entrance of Universal Studios Florida. And it was the last store to close because that was where they pushed everybody towards. So they would go through there. So I would always work nights. So I was always on the closing crew. And when I would get in at like 3:00 in the afternoon, the first thing I would do is go to the jukebox, put in Heat Wave. Yes. And you see me dancing through the store, like putting my hand up.
Did you have to pay for it?
No.
Oh, good.
It was free. So you could put any song in.
Whew, okay.
But like as soon as it would come on, I'd be like, Heat Wave.
Oh, yeah.
You know, especially if I was in the corral, which was in the front of the store, there was like 4 registers. Yes. But it was 4 registers, and that was where they had all like the trinkety stuff. So the last minute like impulse buys, you get like erasers and pencils and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was always 4 registers right there. So I'd love it because it was closest to the jukebox. And then Running Back to You. So this is how I met my best friend Damien. And I mean, we've known each other since I was like 16, 17, so 28 years.
Damn, that was some fast math.
I know, right? Because I'm Asian.
I knew that was
Once
coming.
you go Asian, you know math equation.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh, no.
Just saying. But so in the back, in the stock room, they would listen to music. And they put like a radio on and stuff like that. So I walked back there to get something to stock in the front. And Running Back to You came on, and it was right towards the break. And there's this break where it like the whole thing breaks down, and there's like a little dance break and stuff. And I love that song, and I would watch the video, so I knew the dance routine.
Oh,
so
she had it choreographed.
I know. I was like, it's all choreography, girl. Like, let's do it.
Were you giving faceography too?
Yes, of course. But I did it, and then I looked over and somebody else was doing it with me, and that was Damien, and that's how we like.
Oh my god, that's so
bonded.
Cool.
And
did you lock eyes from across the room?
Yes. And we're like, I'm running back to you. So
and it was an intense, whatever that word is.
Yes.
Intense rights of flights.
But like that's how we became friends. So that's
cool.
The memory I have for that one.
So that's like an organic friendship. I love that. So my next song is "Look at You." No. Look After You? I'm getting confused. Look After You by The Fray?
I think it's Look After You.
Yeah. Well, I have another song that's Look After You by The Fray. Okay. Whew, I should know this. This is my favorite song. Good job, Joe.
Great memory.
Yeah. Well, no, so this song I don't remember when the song came out. Their first album is my favorite album. I think it's called The Fray. And it always just reminds me of, I was in a relationship with my first girlfriend. Oh. And I know. Nothing happened. I was like 16, 17.
Okay.
Yeah. And we had seen them in concert, and it was just like a really special moment. Like this song came on, and like the first piano chord of the song comes on, and like I look at her, and like we were holding hands, and it's like super cute. But I like the lyrics to it, and I think if I ever do get married and have like a what's it called, like a recession? Nope. What's the thing called? Reception.
Okay. Girl.
We do not want a recession. Are we in a recession? Economic downturn? I would want that song to be like my wedding song. Just because it's got a lot of meaning to it. So I really like this song. Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of wedding songs, so the next one is my wedding song. It's called Here Comes Your Man.
Ooh, okay.
It's by one of my favorite groups called the Pixies. And so I used to watch this thing on television. It was called The Box.
Oh.
And you could call in. It was like $2 to call every time and request videos. And so one of the videos on there was Here Comes Your Man by the Pixies. and it was such a weird and wacky video. But I always knew, even back then, that was going to be my wedding song.
Really?
Yeah, like as soon as I heard it, and it's actually a really weird and like actually a sad song.
Oh,
but I just love the lyric. Here comes your man, and
oh god,
and it has like a really cool poppy beat, which is different for the Pixies. That's not what they normally sound like. But I found a cover version of it off of the 500 Days of Summer soundtrack.
Okay.
So it was a lot more upbeat. It was a lot more airy. It was sung by a girl. And it was just like, so that was the song that I walked down the aisle and my mom walked me down the aisle.
Oh, because you were the man and here you came.
Yes. And then it was also like, people were like, you and your mom have the same cry face. It is really bad. But I guess we'll put the picture up on Instagram for people to see.
Oh no. Is it like Kim K crying?
It's a really bad cry.
Well, but that means you're feeling emotion.
Yeah.
No cry face is a bad face.
So, but there you go.
I like that. Here comes your man. That's you, the man.
Okay.
So my next one is Better Off Alone by Alice DJ. And this one will...
something like that. I think you sent me like a TikTok or something with those old
you sent
people.
it. Maybe did I send it to you or you sent it to me?
You sent it to me.
Yes, it's old people. Well, people
an
of
old
a certain,
couple.
It's a couple of a certain age.
Okay.
We are not ageist here. We love all ages. And it's like they're moving around to the beat. I'm like, okay, it's cute. So, but this always brings me back to when I was young, like young, like not fifth grade, like 5 years old. Okay, don't give me that face.
This song is like from like 1995 or 2000.
I know. I was like,
that.
it was like 90, so I was in my youth, and we would do like roller skating parties for the kids. And we had this place called Marina Skate, and so we would go there, and like they would do like it's almost like disco bowling, where you have like the black lights and the lights and everything, and you like you what is it called? You roller skate around the rink or whatever. And I just like vividly remember that this song came on, and I like got all like fueled and I would roller skate faster because I was like, I'm so motivated. Oh my God, yes.
I'm gonna do backward skate.
Yeah, no. There's another song that I don't remember, but it's the one that's like, y'all ready for this? I don't know what that one is.
Too Unlimited.
Sure.
Yeah, I love that song.
That one got me going too.
Because they play that at all the sporting events.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, that's the only reason I go to sports. Oh, that's what I wore yesterday, Jock Jams. So it always just reminds me of that. And like, I rediscovered it. Like, it's always been on my, radar in my brain, but like, I never was like, oh, I need to listen to this. And then I finally put it back in a playlist. And so it's on my playlist now and I can shuffle through that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since you're talking about dance music, I'm going to bring up my next one. So my next one is Professional Widow by Tori Amos, the Armand Van Helden Star Trunk Funking Mix.
Okay, let's rewind.
So for anybody who needs to repeat it, it's Professional Widow by Tori Amos.
Okay.
But it's the Armand Van Helden Star Trunk Funking Mix. It has to be that particular one. Because that's the one that I would listen to. So it reminds me of going out to this club called Firestone in Orlando. Okay. So when I was younger, we had a very specific weekly routine.
Ooh, okay.
Like Monday, it would be Gay Skate. Tuesday, it would be Cactus Club.
Not Happy Days?
No. Wednesday would be, I forget what it was, but Thursdays would be college night at Southern Nights. And then Saturdays were always Firestone.
And wait, so, like the tires?
Like the tires, but it was an old garage that they turned into a gay club. Well, technically not a gay club. Like Saturday nights was gay. So, but we would go.
But a tire place.
Right, but it was like they had the lifts where they would lift the car up.
Oh,
They had the lifts on there where you can dance on.
That's not safe.
I know. I'm like,
did you have to sign a waiver to go in this club?
No.
Did you sustain any injuries while dancing on said lift?
No, but when I was, doing extracurricular activities.
What extracurricular activities were you doing, Paul?
I was in an altered state.
Oh, okay. You were meditating. I got you.
But like this song would come on, and I knew that that's when the club was going to get crazy, and I would run out to the dance floor even if I had been dancing for a while and just trying to like get some water in me and stuff like that, I would run back out to the dance floor to dance to the song. And it was like, it always got me going. And it still does to this day.
Huh.
Cause it's like, I just love the beat to it. And there's just something about it that was like, it definitely brings me back. And
Okay.
Armand Van Helden, I just loved. Like,
Okay, now for the listeners, one more time, what's the remix?
It's Armand Van Helden's Star Trunk Funking Mix.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. I think I got it finally.
Okay.
Tori Amos Black Widow, got you. Or something like that.
Yes.
So mine is actually my next one's actually a dance song too. And it's Dirty Talk by Winter Gordon.
Oh, I love her.
And it's just like, even without like my memory, it's just a good song because it's kind of like, ooh, dirty. Like, I'm no angel. I like it when you talk dirty to me. And it's like, ooh, how risque. But my memory of this is when I was in Riverside for school, the Menagerie, which is the gay club, we called it the Man Tragedy. I know.
Really gay.
Yeah. They would have drag nights on, I think, Wednesdays or Thursdays. It's been a while. And I went to my first drag show there. And Raven had performed, and she was the first drag queen I ever saw, which is why I love her. And then she performed this song, and she had this like it was like a cane, and then like there was like this American flag thingy outfit or whatever, and I was just enamored. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. I am no angel. And yeah, it was a really good time. So that's my memory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, funny story about Raven. I was in LA, one of the first times I've ever been to LA, and we're in, I can't remember if it's Mickey's or Rage, but we're in one of those. And some guy was hitting on me. Come to find out later on, it was Raven at a drag.
Wait, how long ago was this?
Oh God, I want to say it was like probably, it's been a while, like at least 15 or so years.
Well, because Raven was on season 2, which was 11 years ago.
Right.
So I think she was doing drag for a while before.
Right. So it was just like, oh, okay. Didn't even put the two together until like I saw Drag Race and I was like, oh.
You're like, I was hit on by a celebrity.
Okay.
I want to be hit on by a celebrity. I've only been hit on by Jay Rodriguez from the initial or the first Queer Eye.
Oh, really?
But I think he hits on everybody. Yeah,
Like,
he was in town for a show at Martini's. Rest in peace. And he hit me up on Grindr.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, wait.
Trying to see if you're going to go to a show?
No, he was like, hey, handsome. I'm like, oh, hi. And then I was like, what? And then I'm like, wait a minute. Who is this?
Okay, so funny story. We have friends who are good friends with him.
Okay.
And so Andy actually got to go to a show. I couldn't go because I was working at the restaurant at the time and couldn't get the time off. But he went to go see that show probably and got to go backstage and meet Jay, which was funny. But then we were in Vegas for Vegas Pride, like the last time we could actually go to Pride, which was like 2019. And because it's like in October or something like that. So we went for a friend's thing.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
But Jay Rodriguez was there. And we saw him and we're like, oh my God, Mary Beth. Like, we texted our friend. We're like, we see Jay here. She's like, you should go say hi. And we're like, okay. And he was like, who the fuck are you? But also like, I'm glad somebody recognized me.
Well, I remember when I was texting you guys, I was like, oh my gosh, should I sleep with him so I could sleep with like a celebrity? And then our friend Jim was like, that's not a celebrity. And I was like, oh, like a class B celebrity or like a C-list celebrity.
I think he's celebrity enough to be on like Dancing with the Stars or like Worst Cooks in America.
Yeah,
the
look,
celebrity
he's like
edition.
diet celebrity. He's celebrity 0. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
So my next one, it's another like dancier song. It's Love to Love You by Donna Summer.
Oh.
All right. So I've already told you that I used to make mixtapes. So I made a mixtape for this guy that I was like, I guess you could say we were dating, but he was like married at the time.
Okay, so you were the other woman. It's fine.
Yeah, I was a side chick.
Okay, that's fine.
But I made him a tape, and it was like one side of it with 45 minutes of just Love to Love You.
Isn't it? How long's the song? 12
The song
minutes?
itself is like 7 or 8 minutes.
Oh my God.
So it's probably like 5 times you can hear that song. But it was good though. I liked it because it was a good mix. And I'm like, I like stopped it and like replayed it right when it was like almost done. So it's just a continuous loop.
Oh.
I know, right? Because I was like, I did it from CD to tape.
Oh.
So it was easy to just go hit back, And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so I made it for somebody. So that's my memory for that one. Short, little, sweet little thing.
I love Donna Summer. My Donna Summer song is MacArthur Park / whatever the rest of it is, but it's a 14-minute song, and I love it. I love it. Okay, my next song is "Take a Bow" by Rihanna, or Rihanna, however you pronounce it. Bad Girl Riri, if you're feeling
if you're on Twitter and Instagram.
So this always reminds me of my cousin Val, because I remember, I think it was 2008.
Hey, Val.
Or hey girl, hey. It was maybe 2009. No, it was 2008, because I wasn't at college yet. I was getting ready to go to school. And we were going to the show, and it was called Gino and Gina's Wedding, and it was at the Italian Club in North Beach in San Francisco. And she's like, Joe, have you heard this song? And I'm like, what? No, I haven't. And I was like, wait, I have YouTube on my phone. Let me pull it up. Because this was right as smartphones were like getting cool or whatever. And she was like losing her shit over it. And I was like, yeah, it's cool, I guess. But then after a while, I was like, okay, I love it. It's a good song. And it always reminds me of her. And so like, there's like a distinct fond memory of that. And I love it.
Oh, yay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my next one is Vogue by Madonna. And the reason, I mean, every gay guy has a memory for this. But for me, we went on a cruise with Andy's son, and we took one of his friends. And we would hit up this like piano bar on the cruise ship every day. And so one night we decided after the piano bar, we're just gonna go check out the club. And they have like a dance club on the cruise ship.
Okay.
Yeah, they got everything.
Okay.
I just told you they had a piano bar. You're gonna question them having a club.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. Was this a Disney cruise?
No. Well, I don't do Disney cruise.
Atlantis?
It was like
Royal
Holland
Caribbean?
America, because we were going up to Alaska and stuff. So it was really cool. They had cooking classes too.
Oh,
I know. I was like,
are cruises allowed now still or no? Okay.
Not for like years from now. Oh. Yeah, probably. But we went to the dance club, and we were like hanging out with his son and his friend, and they made friends and stuff like that. And the song came on, so I started voguing.
Okay.
And so you know how I get.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
everyone that's listening. Like, I think if you could see, you are the eighth wonder of the world when you vogue, because it's like, Paul gets into this, like, it's like his soul leaves his body and Madonna enters. And, like, it's just like a different person is there. And it's just like, I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things that you do.
But like, I schooled the children on that cruise because they weren't, like, sure what it was. But I did.
How long ago was this?
It was not too long ago. It was like a couple of years ago.
They didn't
probably
know what voguing was?
Well, like, they have, but, like, some of them probably haven't.
Yeah.
Been around enough gay people to like really know.
That's a shame.
I know, right?
There's plenty of gay people in the world.
But also it was great because that cruise actually, I think, brought me and his son Aiden closer.
Oh, nice.
Because, we kind of got to talk to each other. And I think he got to see in a large amount of time how much I cared for his dad and everything.
Aww.
So that's another, reason.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love love.
I love love.
Okay, so my next song is Reach Out, I'll Be There by the Four Tops. And this story is, you're going to be like, Joe, what is in your brain? So when I was young, like I'm saying like 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, and he's reaching out and touching us safely. We consent. Oh, that was my nipple. So my dad was a little rounder, right? He was a larger man growing up. And so he went...
Italian.
Yeah, so. Right? He was a bigger man. He was a big boy.
See, if I do that, Andy thinks I'm being racist.
No. Hello, it's me. So he would go to Weight Watchers. And I don't know how this even entered my brain, but like maybe there was a commercial or something that this song was like associated with Weight Watchers. But I always had thought that when he went to the meetings at Weight Watchers, they danced to this song at Weight Watchers.
Oh my God.
I have no clue.
Richard Simmons or something.
Yes, I have no clue. And like they would go dance on top of tables and
they're sweating to the oldies.
Yeah,
over
I
there.
have no clue. And it was just the weirdest thing that I associated those two things together. Cause it's like, the song is great, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, the beginning of the song, there's like that fluty intro or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, every time I hear it, I don't know why, I always think of Weight Watchers. So, Weight Watchers, if you need a spokesperson, well, for music, like, there you go.
So we're going to go to our last couple ones.
Yes.
So my next one is What I Really Meant to Say by Cindy Thompson.
What did you mean to say?
What I really meant to say.
What did you mean to say?
But this song is like,
You can tell me.
it's, if you haven't heard it, and a lot of people haven't, unless you're like a country fan, like you really need to listen to it. Like I think considering some of your songs that are on your list that you like, this one is probably up your alley, girl. But it's like, it like was one of those women singer-songwriter country that really got me into it and kind of, you know, cemented my love for country music, because this song just is heartbreaking, and it's about a girl who is at a party and she sees her ex and he asks how she's doing. She says fine, but that's not exactly how she feels. So it was like one of those songs where I would like sing by the window when it was raining and the water was coming down, and I thought it was in a video. Like that's the kind of song it is. But it also has a penny whistle in it.
What?
So it was like a penny whistle. It's kind of like a recorder.
Penny whistle for your thoughts?
Or a flutophone if you're from the South like I am.
Who to what?
A flutophone.
You got a lot of words today. You got the Royal Comfort Mix and the whatever, Tori Amos, the flutaflone, all the things.
But like, it was just like that sound and her voice and just everything was just perfect.
I didn't know. So are you a big country fan?
I am a big country fan. I'm also a NASCAR fan.
Like
I know, right?
Like the Indy 500?
That's different.
What's the next?
Oh, wait, no. No, that's different. I think. I'd like the Daytona 500.
Okay.
And like, you know.
Jeff Gordon, right?
I'm not a huge Jeff Gordon fan. I'm a Ryan Newman fan. But he is.
He's one of them? Okay. Yeah. And there's a girl. One of the...
Danica.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, we're bunch!
Oh my god! God. Hey, you wanna go watch some race car stuff?
Did you see that game over the weekend? Yeah.
Sure. Did you know that race car's a palindrome?
Yes.
And so is a man applying Panama.
Forwards. What?
So is a man a plan Panama.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So's Dad.
Yes.
And so is Mom. Or
wow. Or Mum if you're British, as you know the race applies. Okay, so this is my last one before honorable mentions, but this song, I love this song, and it's like whoa, Joe, you like this song, but it's Look Back at Me by Trina, and like, oh, it's so dirty and raunchy, but I love it. Like,
it's Trina's dirty.
Oh, it's E for explicit. Like, if you listen to this, like, you need to go shower because you have been like corrupted. But it always reminds me of my friend Sarah. So when I was in whatever year I was alive, I don't know when this was, many years ago.
Okay.
I think I was 19, and I had come back from it was summer break for college, and I was home, and we were hanging out. And we would go swimming for working out, and then she would make me CDs. So talk about mixtapes, right? So she made me like CD mixtapes. And one of the songs was Look Back at Me by Trina. I was like, this is like raunchy. I was like, Sarah, are you sure that like we should be listening to this? Because I went to Catholic school. I was a good little Catholic boy. Maybe this is when I got corrupted.
Okay.
But we would blast it in my Chevy Silverado truck with no automatic windows or locks.
Look at you with your truck.
I know.
Dating girls and stuff.
I know. Right? I have such a troubled past. Such a heteronormative past I had. But no, that song, like, oh man, it's so raunchy, but I love it. I love it. It will get me going. Oh, and so when I would go to Disneyland with my friends that we would listen to Last Friday Night to, there was one time we were getting in line for the like railroad thingy, and I sang one of the lyrics, and I was like, oh, like licky, licky, licky for an hour. And then the next lyric is, I'm gonna make it rain for you. Here's a golden shower. But the lady in front sang it. And I was like, oh, so talk about becoming best friends. She could have been my Damien.
Oh, yeah.
But she was probably like visiting from another country or whatever. It's
yeah.
I never forget you, lady. unnamed woman at Disneyland Railroad.
All right, so my last one before our honorable mentions is Wedding Bell Blues by the Fifth Dimension.
Oh.
And I know this sounds like a really weird one,
Yeah.
but okay. So you remember back in, I think it was a couple of episodes ago, we were doing our sex episode, and I said I threw up on somebody's dick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So this is him.
Oh, we have a recurring theme.
Yeah.
We should find him and interview him.
Well, okay, so his name was Bill.
Bill.
And I was working at Steinmart. And,
Oh, God.
I went next door to Eckerd's.
What is
which
that?
was a CVS or a Rite Aid back in the day.
Oh, okay.
But it was called Eckerd's, and I was walking around, and they were playing this song, and all I hear is, "Will you marry me, Bill?" And I was like, "Oh my God, is that like a sign? Am I supposed to ask him to marry me? Like, are you there? It's me, Paul."
Cher was off that day.
You know, I do believe in life after love. But like it was really weird. So it's very interesting for that to happen while I was dating this person.
Well, you clearly didn't marry him.
No.
So it clearly was not a sign.
I upgraded.
Ooh, upgrade your life, Beyonce.
Okay.
Or upgrade your man.
Upgrade you.
Upgrade, yes.
Yeah.
That one.
All right, so honorable mentions, what are yours?
Okay, so I have a couple. So the first one is Always and Forever because it's my parents' wedding song. So it was like super cute, right? They've been together for a number of years that I don't know, 30-something. And their love has been tested time and time again through thick and thin. And they've always been together and they're always and forever. And then another one is Get Low by Lil Jon and the Yang Yang Twins. It always reminds me of my friend Rachel and all my girlfriends back home. And then Lolly Lolly Pop That Body or Bop That Booty or something. It's like, I can't sing it, but I don't know who sings it, but it reminds me of my friend Ariel because she would always sing it. And then my last one is the J-Lo song Dance Again because I remember when that song came out. Lolly Lolly Pop That Body by 3-6 Mafia. Yeah. So the last one is Dance Again by J-Lo. And that song was like on repeat when I would go to West Hollywood that one summer. I think it was like 2012. And so I always like think about Mickey's WeHo or like Fiesta Cantina and like the Abbey and other places not Hollywood, in LA.
So just FYI, Lolly Lolly Pop That Body was not the song, but you do know that 3-6 Mafia is a Oscar-winning hip-hop group, right?
What?
Yeah, girl. They got an Oscar for Best Original Song.
Okay.
Because it's hard out here for a pimp.
No.
Yes. Just a little like infotainment for y'all. We got to make sure we're teaching the people out there about everything.
Huh.
So, but now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
But what's the other half?
Nobody knows. They never tell us.
Raise the lights. Be a con.
So my honorable mentions, I have a couple. So my karaoke songs, which are Sold, Incident at the Grundy County Auction by John Michael Montgomery.
Okay, sure.
I told you I'm a huge country fan. So.
Okay.
And I love songs with lots of words. My other ones is like Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne, because that's another karaoke song.
Yeah.
And then Baby Got Back, because that's one.
Okay.
Also Humpty Dance by Digital Underground.
Okay.
Because I just love that song. And let's see, Stars by Simply Red, just because it's an amazing song. Like if you haven't heard that song, go download it and like listen to it. It's amazing.
I haven't heard it.
Perfect song.
Huh.
Perfect song. The Walker by Fits and the Tantrums. I love that song, but it has a very particular memory because
that's
chef,
the whistling one, right?
Yes. My chef that I work for doesn't like whistling in the kitchen, but this song used to be on all the time in the kitchen, and like I could hear it. I could hear it in the restaurant.
Okay.
And so I would start whistling, and he would look at me. Like,
you're like, it's the song.
But it's okay if it's in the song. But if it's people doing it, he didn't like it.
Oh, what a interesting pet peeve.
Good
for you, right?
And right. The other one is Wannabe, and this is funny because
wait, by the Spice Girls.
By the Spice Girls,
okay.
Because I love the Spice Girls, but there's a video of me that one of the guys in the kitchen has of me dancing to this. And then the sous chef, Nick, walking behind me and standing there as I'm doing this. And then I turn around and I'm like, oh, hey. But a lot of these have to do with the kitchen because like another one is, and it's the last one, is Tiny Dancer.
Okay.
Because we used to listen to Yacht Rock all the time. It's one of the stations on Pandora and Spotify.
What?
Yacht Rock?
Like
so
like a boat?
Yeah, like a boat kind of thing. But it's all these songs by like hair bands and old 70s and 80s bands that like people would rock out to on their yachts. Because they were all like, you know, they worked on Wall Street and they made a lot of money and they did a lot of coke. And,
so they invested in GameStop?
Right.
GameStop?
Exactly. GameStop, yeah. And so that was always on there. There was like Africa. And we always knew it was Sunday Brunch when Africa by Toto would come on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like all of us guys were in the kitchen one day and Tiny Dancer was on and all of a sudden we all started singing like kind of like in that movie. But it was like, it was so cool because like I was singing under my breath and then Zanan was singing under his breath and then everybody just started singing.
Oh,
did
they hold you closer?
Oh, not Tony Danza.
Okay, okay, Phoebe Buffet.
Oh.
Phalanges.
So that's all of our songs. I'm going to put this into a playlist. Put it on Spotify.
Get listening, everybody.
And then maybe throw a couple of extra ones in there.
Do it. Surprise the children.
Exactly.
The adults, whoever they are.
But we just want to thank you guys for listening again. Also, I know it's going to be a little bit late, but we want to wish everybody a happy Chinese New Year.
Oh, yeah.
It is Year of the Ox.
Okay.
So
I don't know what year I am.
And obviously, Nick is over there excited about it because he dropped his phone when he heard about Year of the Ox.
So I don't think that's excitement that's normal for Nick.
Okay.
Clumsy.
So anyway, but yeah, so
what is that?
Chinese New Year,
Choi,
Year
right?
of the Ox. What was that?
Gung Hei Fa Choi?
I don't know what that means.
Right? Is it Happy Chinese New Year? Yeah.
Or
We're getting schooled by the producers. Go ahead. There we go.
Okay.
And that's official, everybody.
And that ends our show. Thanks.
What she said.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.